Hi everybody, welcome back. It's me Gayatri again. Last session of the class, we studied history lesson 1, that is evolution of humans and society. In that lesson, we studied a lot of things, that is age of information, Herodotus, father of history, archaeology, geology, anthropology, and oldest museums, different eras, and so on. And in this lesson, today we are going to study about the prehistoric culture. We will see the next part of this lesson, that is prehistoric cultures. For this prehistoric period, we have no writing evidences. Fossil bones are classified as various species, that is Homo habilis, Homo erectus and Neanderthals. This and that we studied yesterday also. On the basis of lithic tools, here lithic means stones. So, tools made by stones and cultures are assigned as old Darwin technology. Okay, old Darwin technology, lower, middle and upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic cultures. Okay, so cultures are assigned as old Darwin technology, lower, middle and upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic cultures. The human ancestors made different varieties of tools. Okay, human ancestors made different varieties of tools. They are found in one important place, that is Lokuvi. What's the name of that? Lokuvi. Lokuvi is located in Kenya and it is founded 3.3 million years ago. Another one type of tools are known as old Darwin tools. These old Darwin tools are found in Old Darwin Gorge in Africa. And you remember Old Darwin Gorge? Yesterday we studied in the Africa map, Old Darwin Gorge in Africa. The tools are found in Old Darwin Gorge. So the tools are called as Old Darwin tools. They are 2 to 2.6 million years old. How many years old? 2 to 2.6 million years old. The human ancestors used hammer stones and produced sharp-edged flakes. Sharp-edged flakes. Flake means a small chip removed from large stone block. Okay, one very big stone is there. From that one small piece is removed. That is known as flake. Okay, with the help of that flake, they are using and producing water tools, and they use the tools for cutting, slicing, processing food, etc. Nowadays also we are using this knife and other tools for cutting, slicing and other purposes. Now, like that only, that people making tools with the help of stones, and that tools they were using for water cutting, slicing and processing, isn't it? Next, lower Paleolithic culture. What is it? Lower Paleolithic culture. The culture of Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Homo habilis one set of people, Homo erectus another set of people. Okay. So the culture of Homo habilis and Homo erectus is called lower Paleolithic culture. Okay. In this lower Paleolithic culture, Homo habilis are there, Homo erectus are there. There are two sets of people. These people flaked large stones and designed various types of tools. Okay, they are using designs to make tools also, or in the tools they are making designs including hand axes and cleavers. Here cleavers means like knife only. Like a knife only. These tools we can find in the continents of Africa, Asia and Europe. Okay, three continents, what are they? Africa, Asia and Europe. These tools we can find in three continents, Asia, Africa and Europe. These tools are also known as bifaces. What's the spelling for bi? B-I, not B-Y. Okay, bifaces, B-I, bifaces. Bifaces means tools making on both sides. That is tools making on both sides. Bi means two, face means side. So biface means two faces. Yes, tools making with the two faces, two sides. The hand axe tools are also known as Julian. Why it is called by the name Ajulian? No? Ajulian is a place in France. So the tools are first of all found in Ajur. The place is in France. So it is called as Ajulian tools. In India, this type of tool making was there, and this tradition continued till 250,000 years to 60,000 years ago. This Acheulean type of tools we can find in our country also, that is in Tamil Nadu, Chennai, and in Karnataka, Isambur, and in Madhya Pradesh, that is Bhimbetka. Okay, Chennai, Isambur, Bhimbetka. Here, Bhimbetka is in Madhya Pradesh, Isambur is in Karnataka, Chennai. You people know that is in Tamil Nadu. But like we people, the ancestors do not have any language skills. Sometimes they might have used some sounds or words. They hunted animals and ate the meat of the animals which were killed by predators. Okay, na? So they are hunting the animals and they are eating the meat of the animals which are killed by predators. Do you know what so many predators? Say some example for predators: lion, cheetah, tigers. Okay. They used plant food also, example roots, nuts and fruits. Next we will see Middle Paleolithic culture. Okay, Middle Paleolithic culture. After 3,98,000 years BCE, okay, after 3,98,000 years BC, that's before Common Era, changes occurred in lithic technology in Africa. Lot of changes occurred in which continent? The continent of Africa. Homo erectus, you know, Homo erectus means one set of people. They lived during this period. They lived during this period. Anatomically, modern humans emerged before 3 lakhs years ago. How many years ago? 3 lakhs years ago. In this period, much attractive designs they used to make hand axes. Attractive designs they used for the making of hand axes. They produced smaller tools also for their purposes, different purposes. Okay, the core was prepared by them. Do you know what's the meaning of a core? Core means very big piece of stone. Very big piece of stone. From that very big piece of stone only they are taking small piece and making other tools also. And here they are following on different methods to make the tools. That is known as the Levalloisian method. What is the Levalloisian method? This Levallois is a town in France. Okay, Levallois is a town in France. So it is called by the name what? Levalloisian method. This type of tools are found in the continents of Europe, Central Asia and Western Asia. Okay, totally three. What are they? Europe, Central Asia and Western Asia. These types of tools we can find. This Middle Paleolithic culture appeared in Europe and parts of Western Asia and South Asia, isn't it? Europe, part of Western Asia and South Asia. Different varieties of tools were made during this period and they were used till 28,000 BCE. 28,000 BCE before Common Era. The people, those who lived in this period, is called the Neanderthals. We know very nicely about the people Neanderthals. They buried the dead people and they were the first people to bury the dead people properly, isn't it? So, Neanderthals were the first people to bury the dead people properly. Next, we will see Upper Paleolithic culture. What is the Upper Paleolithic culture? After the Middle Paleolithic, Upper Paleolithic culture developed. New techniques were followed in the production of tools. Okay, during the Upper Paleolithic period. What is the important thing? New techniques were followed in the production of tools. Long blades, burins were also produced. Here, do you know the meaning of the word burins? Stone made chisel. Okay, what's the meaning of burins? Stone made chisel. So, very long blades and the burins, that is stone made chisels, were produced. People used silica contented raw materials. What is that? Silica contented raw materials to prepare other varieties of tools also. Numerous paintings and art objects were made by the people. Microliths means small stone tools. They were also prepared by the people. As a result of human evolution, modern human first appeared sub-Saharan Africa. What's the name of the place? Sub-Saharan Africa. Then they began to move various parts of our continent Asia. During this period in Europe, one set of people lived. They were known as Cro-Magnons. What's the name of that? Cro-Magnons. Cro-Magnons lived in Europe. Okay. Horns and ivory were used for making tools and artworks. What are the things? Horns and ivory were used for making different varieties of tools. They used bone needles, fish hooks, harpoons and spears. Here harpoons means one variety of spear only. Okay. Harpoons means one variety of spear only. They were wearing clothes and cooking food. Okay. They wore clothes and cooking food. The dead bodies were buried with folded hands over their chest. Isn't it, children? Dead bodies were buried with the folded hands over their chest. Nowadays we can see the paintings, clay model and the carving of those people. The people worshipped the goddess Venus. The goddess was made up of stones and bones. Okay. So the goddess, they are worshipping this Venus goddess, but they are making this goddess with the help of stones and bones. Amazing, no? This was created in Europe and some parts of Asia. Okay. Europe and some parts of Asia. Next, Ice Age. Okay. Ice Age. The period before 8000 BCE, before Common Era, before 8000 BCE is called as Ice Age. Why? Because in that time many parts of the world was covered by ice and snow. Can you remember how it was? Okay. And the Mesolithic culture. It is also known as the Middle Stone Age. Mesolithic culture, Mesolithic period, it is also known as what? Middle Stone Age. This period is in between Paleolithic period and Neolithic period. Okay, Paleolithic period and Neolithic period. People used microliths that we know, that is small stone tools. Okay, and their main work was hunting and gathering. Okay, what's the main work? Hunting and gathering. After the Ice Age, global warming occurred. After the Ice Age, what was there? Global warming occurred. So they began to move and occupied different and various ecozones. Okay, various ecozones. You know what's the meaning of ecozones? We can get some examples. Ecozones, seashores, mountain regions, river basins, and dry areas. These are the examples for which one? Ecozones. They gave much importance to microlithic technology. They made tiny artifacts, artifacts, tools made by the human beings, tools modified by the human beings, and it is less than 5 centimeter in size. Okay, they made tiny artifacts less than 5 centimeter in size, very small. Take your scale and see 5 centimeter how it is and how the tools were. They produced points, scrapers and arrowheads. Arrowheads even they made. They used geometric tools also. Example, triangles and trapezoids. Okay, examples for geometric tools, triangles and trapezoids. For these tools, wooden or bone handles were used. Okay, wood or bone they took and they made handles also with the help of that. Next, we will see Neolithic culture and the beginning of agriculture. So, from this, what we can understand during the Neolithic culture, they are giving much importance to what agriculture. In this period, people introduced agriculture and they domesticated animals. Okay, so agriculture was there and animal domestication is also there. It is an important period in history. We can get different varieties of evidences for this Neolithic period in the fertile crescent of Egypt and Mesopotamia. Fertile crescent of Egypt and Mesopotamia, the Indus region, Ganga River region and China. So, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Indus region, Ganga River region and China. We can see this Neolithic culture, Neolithic set of people. The people followed agriculture 10,000 BCE to 5,000 BCE. BCE means what? Before Common Era. Fertile crescent. Here we should know what is fertile crescent. The areas covering Egypt, Israel, Palestine and Iraq. This region is in the shape of a crescent moon. So it is called as fertile crescent. This Neolithic age is called New Age because new grinding and polishing techniques were used for making tools. New grinding and polishing methods were used for making tools. The domestication of animals and the cultivation of plants increased the production of grains as well as animal food. Also, the river deposited fertile soil on its banks. The fertile soil helped the growth of agriculture. People preferred river basins to live. And domestication and cultivating paved the way for the excess food production. Okay, domestication and the cultivating plants paved the way for excess food production. Plus, food production was the main cause for the development of early civilizations. Permanent residences were built and large villages also emerged. So, development of this period is called the Neolithic Revolution. Neolithic Revolution. What are the developments? Agriculture, domesticating animals, surplus food production, development of a civilization, and permanent residence. Yes, these developments. No? So, this period is called as a Neolithic Revolution. Next, prehistoric Tamil. Yes, our state. Lower Paleolithic culture. Hominins, the human ancestors, made oldest stone age tools have been produced in our state Tamil Nadu. Here, the stone tools are found near Chennai, especially Adirampakam. Okay, stone tools are found near Chennai, especially at Adirampakam. The help of archaeological excavation of Adirampakam and the cosmic ray exposure, dating of the artifacts, we can conclude that the people lived here about 1.5 to 2 million years ago. 1.5 to 2 million years ago. Archaeological excavation means digging the land to recover stone tools, pottery, animal bones and bones to understand the past. Okay, what are the things? Stone tools, pottery, animal bones and bones. With the help of this, we can understand the past. Cosmic ray exposure dating. Cosmic ray exposure dating. This is a method in which exposure to cosmogenic rays is done for dating of samples. Okay, dating for samples. And Kosathalayar, name of a river, Kosathalayar, it is in Chennai, and it's a major river for the cradle of human ancestors in the world. Okay, human ancestors, cradle of human ancestors. Homo erectus set of people lived here. Which set of people? Homo erectus set of people lived here. Okay. Sir Robert Bruce Foote. Sir Robert Bruce Foote. He was a geologist from England. He was the first person who discovered Paleolithic tools at Pallavaram in 1863. Paleolithic tools at Pallavaram in 1863. Where is Pallavaram? It is near Chennai. The hand axe assemblages were considered this Madras stone tool industry. Madras stone tool industry. We can see the discovered tools in Chennai Museum. Okay, in Chennai Museum. The Paleolithic people hunted wild animals and they gathered fruits, nuts, leaves, and they were eating the things. These people did not have the idea about iron and pottery making. Idea about iron and pottery making. Hand axes and cleavers. Cleavers means small knife like tools. Small knife like tools. These are hand axes and cleavers are the important tools of lower Paleolithic period. Okay, lower Paleolithic period. They used these tools for cutting, digging and piercing. Cutting, digging and also piercing. They used hammer stones and spheroids. Hammer stone and also spheroids. They chose quartzite pebbles and cobbles as raw materials. Okay, they chose quartzite pebbles and cobbles as raw materials. These tools are occurred at Pallavaram, Gudiyam Cave, Adirampakam, Vadamadurai and Erumevettipalayam. One more place is there, Parikulam. Okay, and this Pallavaram that is nearby Chennai, Gudiyam Cave that is in Tiruvallur district nearby Punti Reservoir. Adirampakam that is 60 kilometers away from Chennai. Vadamadurai and Erumevettipalayam that is a metropolitan city in North Chennai. Okay, and the lower Paleolithic tools are also found in North Arcad and Thermopylae, isn't it? North Arcad and Thermopylae also we can see lower Paleolithic tools. The people used basalt rocks. Okay, basalt rocks to manufacture artifacts. We do not have any evidence about this lower Paleolithic culture in Sri Lanka and western parts of Tamil Nadu. This lower Paleolithic culture is about 2 to 1.5 million at Adirampakam. Okay, with this I finish today's session. We will meet again surely in the next session. Prepare well, prepare one word answers, study nicely. Bye bye.